The Bears currently have 8 picks in this upcoming 2025 NFL draft, and 3 of them being in the top 40, 4 of them being in the top 75. And luckily for them, this is a very heavy trenches draft on both sides of the ball, which is just what the Bears need. And I am rebuilding the trenches all right here through the draft. I'm even trading back the number 9 pick, only just a few spots to pick up a 4th-round pick, which we don't have at the moment. And then on top of it, I'm trading up my last 3 picks to move up to an earlier spot to get a top player. I'm doing all of that along with a few things I may do in free agency, or my goal is to do ahead of time so we can focus strictly on the final pieces in the draft, and I'm excited to do so. I'm here to break it all down, but hello everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, thank you for tuning in, and Happy New Year. Now, before I get into today's show, hit that like button if you want the Bears to go all in on the trenches in 2025, along with commenting your thoughts of this mock draft and what you would change or what you agree with. And are you a Bears fan? Want free Bears news and notifications? Hit that subscribe button. And if you do all that, I'm giving away my last custom Chicago Bears jersey of the year. All you need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment your thoughts in the comment section below. So in free agency, I'm going to go out and try to get a top guard. I'm going to go out and get a top defensive lineman, and I'm going to go out and get a safety. Who those may be, I'm saving for a later video. But I want to address other key areas of need through the draft so the Bears have longevity and build this thing through the draft, which is what Ryan Poles said he wanted to do. So the first move that I'm going to do is at number 9. I'm going to move back 2 spots with the San Francisco 49ers, who are currently set at number 11. And I'm going to take their number 11 pick, but I'm also going to get their number 112 pick out of it, which is in the 4th round at the moment. Then on top of that too, I'm going to trade up and send my last 3 picks, which are currently number 200 via the via the Pittsburgh Steelers, 232 via the Cincinnati Bengals, and 247 via the Minnesota Vikings to the New York Jets for their 145th pick. I don't think there's going to be too many gems that are worth drafting after that point. Ryan Poles also seems to always hit on an undrafted rookie free agent. So I would rather move back up, get a player of true need with an earlier pick, and focus on undrafted rookie free agency for the rest. So let's go into my first pick, which at number 11 via the San Francisco 49ers, I am taking edge Abdul Carter out of Penn State. The Philadelphia kid is a junior, currently 21 years old, standing at 6'3", 259 pounds, and is ranked from 5th to 12th pick on various different boards. And I'm praying that he lands to me at number 11, and he's the number 2 ranked edge in this draft at the moment with an 89.9 out of 100 grade according to NFL Draft Buzz, 66 out of 100 tackling, 100 out of 100 pass rush, which we absolutely know that the Bears need to get some pressure on the quarterback, and 80 out of 100 run defense. So that still is helping address the Bears' 30th ranked rush defense through the draft with a young guy. He's one of the best edges in college right now due to his crazy speed, length, and pursuit. Reminds me a lot of Micah Parsons, who ironically played at Penn State and wore number 11 as well. But he is crazy athletic with great closing speed, making him effective against quarterback and running back runs with heavy hitting and explosiveness in order to cause fumbles and breaking up plays. He's voted the number 1 NFL caliber quickness and flexibility edge at the moment with long arms to drag down running backs and quarterbacks. During this past year at Penn State, he ran a 4.48 40 time. For a guy that big is absolutely insane, with 63 total tackles, 12 sacks, 9 hits and 35 quarterback hurries. Not only that, 22 tackles for loss, which led the NCAA in the Big Ten, and on top of it, 1 fumble recovery, or 2 forced fumbles and 1 fumble recovery. Imagine that with Montez Sweat and top player, and you add a young player to the room, would be absolutely huge, and that addresses the key need for pass pressure from the Bears defense, along with pass rush defense, which especially to the outside. Going into my second pick at number 37 via the Carolina Panthers, I'm taking Jake Major, center out of Texas. Now, a lot of people might be like, Nick, he's not even ranked one of the top centers in the league right now. But if you look at his stats, it makes him one really special player. And on various different boards, he ranges from early second or he goes back to the 4th. But watching this kid's film, he's special. He's from Texas. He's currently ranked the 2nd center according to NFLDraftBuzz.com, playing at Texas at 6'3", 315 pounds. And this kid's special. 96 out of 100 pass blocking grade, 80 out of 100 run blocking grade, and 85 out of 100 overall grade. Bears need to go out and get a center like him, especially with the fact that he has 0 sacks this year, only 2 quarterback hits, and 11 quarterback hurries at the moment. And he plays in a very, very tough division of football, especially playing for the Longhorns. He gets to see some of the best, and he's still able to protect his quarterback at all costs. He, I think, is the best center in this upcoming draft, the future of the Chicago Bears because of that pass blocking and run blocking ability. He's big, great length, over 34-inch arms at the moment, and is able to protect Caleb Williams for a very long time. He also has a great attitude on and off the field too, great in the community, but also defends his teammates on various different plays, and that's what you want to see. You want to see a guy that will go to war with you on the field, but a guy that's going to help your community off the field. Going to my third pick, I am also addressing the offensive line again, and this is my left tackle. At pick number 40 at the moment for the Chicago Bears, I'm taking Josh Connerly Jr., left tackle from Oregon. 6'4", 315 pounds, 21 years old junior. He's one of the better left tackles in this upcoming draft. In fact, he is currently ranked 5th out of left tackles, and I think that's why he's going to go in the early second round. An 85.8 overall grade, 89 out of 100 pass blocking grade, 75 out of 100 run blocking grade, only allowing 1 quarterback hit, 4 quarterback hurries, and 0 sacks, along with 2 penalties, which is his best year because he used to be a penalty machine. So he's clearly addressed that big area of need that he needed to do in order to be NFL ready. Currently runs a 5-flat 40 time, making him a great swing tackle as well. Leads with great footwork and overall footwork, according to scouts. A very high football IQ, which impacts blocking schemes and also picking up blitz packages. He's powerful, knocks defenders on their backs, and pushes them back with ease, along with having a very high motor, keeping him on the field with great stamina and tires out defenders. I like this kid a lot. He's more likely the option at left tackle that we'll take, and being projected where he is in the second round is where Chicago can address that key left tackle need, not getting a 4th or 5th round pick, along with we're not sure what Braxton Jones' status is going to be after his injury, and the Bears need to address that immediately, especially for protecting Caleb Williams for a long time. Along with 34.5-inch arms, this kid covers a lot of space and is a very big and powerful left tackle that can come to Chicago. Now, quickly, before I get more into today's show, this holiday season, we got the gift that keeps on giving, and that's thanking today's sponsor, Via. Unlock the power of nature with Via's organic and vegan hemp extracts, perfect for relaxation and rejuvenation. Via is the only lifestyle hemp brand that uses compounds found in hemp along with active plant extracts to create products that are specific for each type of mindset. Whether you want better sleep, ease anxiety, enhance your mood, or just get on cloud 9, they have something for you. And they have 0 THC products as well if you wanted to go their CBD line, but their products range from 0 to 100 milligrams. They're an industry leader, made in the USA, an award-winning service. And I have something for you if you're over 21 years old. Use code JAY to get 15% off your first order before the holiday season. Go to the link in the description now to get Via today. So my 4th pick in the 3rd round at number 71 currently is Shamar Stewart, defensive lineman out of Texas A&M. He is currently a junior from Miami of Florida, standing at 6'6", 290 pounds and 21 years old. A young guy like Gervon Dexter Sr. and projected in the 3rd round at the moment. He's currently the 15th ranked defensive lineman with an 86.1 overall grade according to NFL Draft Buzz, with a 58 out of 100 tackling, 71 out of 100 pass rush, and 91 out of 100 run defense. We need him for that run defense grade, as Gervon Dexter Sr. is our overall defensive lineman of the future, but Stewart fills in a need for Andrew Billings once his contract is up and also could be mentored behind him for a year. But running a 4.75 40 time for a guy that big with 31 total tackles this past year, along with 2 sacks, 10 quarterback hits, and 17 quarterback hurries, along with 6 tackles for loss for Texas A&M this past year. Huge length and powerful that creates mismatch, explosive off the ball with great high motor, and he's scheme versatile, so he can play in any defense that you need to put him in. So that's good for the Chicago Bears. And heavy hands that allows him to swat away at opposing offensive linemen. I think that him plus Gervon Dexter both being 6'6" and nearly 300 pounds and get this kid in an NFL weight room, there is no stopping that pair for a very long time to come. Now we're getting a little bit more into my later picks. My 5th pick, which is in the 4th round, thanks to 112 from the San Francisco 49ers, I'm taking safety Sonyan Styles from Ohio State. Now, I know I said I'm going to address a safety and free agency, and this kid I would love to bring in because he's a great project because of what he can become. At 6'4", 235 pounds, 21 years old, running a 4.48 40 time. This kid reminds a lot of people of Brian Dawkins and how good he is, especially from his hard-hitting ability. An 83.2 overall grade according to NFL Draft Buzz, with a 71 out of 100 tackling, 82 out of 100 run defense, 77 out of 100 zone coverage, 75 out of 100 man coverage, and press 77 out of 100. ranked the 20th most athletic player in the 2025 NFL draft via Bruce Feldman. Super fast, great vision, big hitter, along with a 39-inch vertical and squats 600 pounds. This kid is just strong, mean, and can get after it. Great tackler and can play zone very well, but he needs a lot of fixing, though. He's kind of like a giraffe learning how to walk according to scouts in man-to-man coverage, and a lot of folks are worried that his size is too big, actually, for various different schemes, but this past year, I'm not worried about it. I don't know who said that. 4.48 40 time with 81 total tackles and 6 pass deflections for Ohio State. Bears could make this guy into an absolute monster, and this is a coach's dream to make a project into an NFL star, and I think that Styles absolutely brings that, and he's projected in the 4th round as well. I'm going to go with a running back out of Virginia Tech. And remember the last guy we took out of Virginia Tech, his name is Khalil Herbert. I'm taking Basan Tuton, running back, who is currently 5'11", 209 pounds, and 22 years old. A senior out of Virginia Tech, has an 82.9 overall grade with an 84 out of 100 breaking tackle grade, 75 out of 100 rushing, and also a good receiving back. Explosive, accelerant, angry runs according to scouts, natural catching hands, and tracks the ball very well. Great body control and a special teams ace, running a 4.32 40 time and rushing for nearly 1,200 yards this past year with a 5.3 per yard carry average and 15 rushing touchdowns. Kid is fast, clearly runs hard, can be really good on special teams, but also a strong third down back and a good replacement for Travis Homer. I would love to see the Bears pick him up in the later rounds, which he's currently projected in the 5th. And then my final pick, which I traded my 3 picks in order to move up to 145 from the New York Jets, and I'm taking Theo Weis Jr. from Mizzou. Currently a senior standing at 6'2", 192 pounds. He is projected in the 5th round. He's the 22nd ranked wide receiver in this draft. An 82.1 overall grade, has a 90 out of 100 hands grade, which is what the Bears absolutely need. 83 out of 100 short route, 86 out of 100 medium route, and 86 out of 100 deep route. A leader for Mizzou this past year, being one of their captains, but great ace with good hands and a reliable target, but also explosive in the receiving game on kickoffs. The one thing that hurts him big time is that he's a little bit bigger and runs a 4.42, which is great, but he has terrible blocking skills. Past year for Mizzou, he had 55 receptions for 809 yards, a 14.7 yard per catch average, and 3 receiving touchdowns. Would be a big, good, deep body wide receiver to replace Keenan Allen if we don't bring him back. But let's see what the Bears end up doing. But overall, a solid play that the Bears can bring in the 5th round. Low risk, high reward out of the SEC. Woo! That was a long mock draft, and I wanted to bring you guys something on this Monday to enjoy the new year, and I appreciate you guys sticking all the way to the end of this mock draft, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts, but please, if you haven't already, hit that like button on the video. It helps the video out tremendously for the algorithm, along with commenting your thoughts on it, and please subscribe to the channel. Shoot, let's hit 23,000 before this year is over. We got 2 days to do it, and I think we can get 900, because why not? But with that, thank you, as always, for tuning in to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, bear down, baby, and Happy New Year.